All right, since we are done with modular programming, we are in a position now with modular programming and with classes and with using objects and using stuff. We are in a position to actually start creating applications, which we are going to do from the next session onwards. But there is one more application which we will cover either in this session, either in this entire module, or we might even cover it in the advanced module. Okay, so before we go on to the advanced module, I'll just give a brief overview on how we can do stuff. Okay, so let's just understand a concept called as inheritance. Okay, so we just open a new file. Let me call this as XYZ inheritance. Okay, but before we do this, just a second. Before we do this, we can use the files that we just used now. Anaconda Python. Go to Anaconda Python. Now this is your class A, right? Okay. B.py. Can you create another class just like class A? So you have a B.py. We're going to have class. Let me call this as Bombay class B. Print an object of B has been created from fun method of class B. Def no fun self print from no fun method of class B. Let's create like these three methods from class B. Okay, so you guys know, right, how things are going to work, how we can create methods from class A and how we can create methods from class B. How can we create methods from class B? If you remember, you can create methods from class B, or if you create an object of class B, how do you create it? B1 is equal to Bombay, right? And B1 is equal to B, and then I've created an object. I need to call the methods by saying B1.fun, B1.nofun. Right, this is how I call it. Wait, B has no attribute. Oh, no underscore fun, sorry. An object of B has been created from fun method of class B, from no fun method of class B, right? This is how we learned about Anaconda, about how to create classes and how to create objects of classes. You can create the same with A also. Okay, for now we'll just comment these things out because we're going to import them, right? And we don't want these to run for now. Okay, so nothing out there. Now in C.py, I want to create a method. By the way, have I imported A and B? I've imported Anaconda Python as AP. I've imported B, right? Now I need to say, if I want to create an object of class B, I've created an object of class A already. Can I create an object of class B? Yes, I can. How do I do it? B1 is equal to, I need to use the module name dot class name. And I can call fun, I can call no fun using the object name. Because B1 is an object of class B, from fun method of class B, from no fun method of class B. This is fair enough. Now let me create, in this particular C, let me create another class. Let me call it as class C. Let me say init underscore init underscore. Let me say, I'm going to write here print from init method in class C, right? And let me say def fun. Okay, let me call it as def let me say hi. Let me call this function as hi. Right? Now if I call, let me call these methods. I want to create an object of class C. So I'll create an object of class C by saying C1 is equal to, now C is directly there in I can directly call it with the class name. And if I want to call a method of C, I have the object C1 dot hi. From init method in class C, from hi method of class C. Now comes the question. The question is, can I call the method fun from Anaconda Python? Fun method of class A. Can I call the fun method of class B or the no fun method of class B using an object of class C? Of course, I can call fun and no fun, I can call using objects of class A, and using objects of class B, I can call the method. But no, I want to call the method fun of A and no fun of B. I want to call these methods using an object of class C, which means I want to call it using C1. Is it possible? Not possible as of now. But yeah, we can make it possible by a concept called as what we are going to learn, inheritance. Inheritance. What is inheritance? Oh my. What is inheritance? Inheritance is nothing but what you inherit, what a class inherits from another class. So when I define this class C, I'm going to say here, class C is going to inherit from module AP. C is going to inherit class A. From module AP, C is going to inherit AP.A. So C has inherited A class, which means an object, C is a child of the parent class A, which means C can use any method of class A whenever he wants. C can use any method of class A whenever he wants. That means I can write here now C1.fun. C1.fun. Okay. So in the last it says from hi method of class C, and then it says from fun method of class A. Are you able to understand? So fun from class A got called by an object of class C. So an object of class C can call a method of another class if that class is inherited by class C. If that class is inherited by class C. Okay. Let me inherit class B. From B, I want to inherit class B. Now I can call C1.fun in the last line, but that fun will be from fun method of class B. Okay. Can I call C1.noFun? Yes, I can. From noFun method of class B. But sir, you know, my child or my class C child, right? It requires to use methods not just from B, I want to use from A also. Can I inherit two classes? Yes, I can. By saying AP.A, comma, B.B. I can inherit two classes. Now we'll see when I call C1.fun, whose fun gets called? A's fun or B's fun? Class A also has a fun method, class B also has a fun method. which fun is being called, and no fun, of course, it will be B, right? No fun is going to be of class B, but fun method of class A got called. Fun method of class B does not get called. Why? Because whoever is inherited first, he is the first parent. His method will be called. His method will be given preference. So if I give preference to B dot B over A dot A, sorry, AP dot A, then from fun method of class B, this particular resolution order means the order in which it is, in which a method will be called. It's called as method resolution order. Method resolution order, MRO, right? So you need to remember these few concepts before we go on. So hopefully this is about inheritance, and we are going to create an application using inheritance a little later. That is an IoT application using inheritance. All right, with these basics of Python, I think it is time that we head start into doing something on a Raspberry Pi, getting things worked up, getting things hooked up, and doing some fun things and going on. Hope this clears a lot of concepts about Python and about usage of Python classes, which we're going to use, of course, much more in the module ahead. Hope you had fun till now. Let's go on to the IoT part of it from the next session. See you there.